to have everybody here today. Thank you so much for coming. This is a day long in the making. And I just have to tell you, Allison, thank you so much for your leadership, and Senator and Representative. Thank you. You know, I think that this entire, the Pride flag, the efforts on behalf of the LGBT community, and really our entire community and our state and our region, really I think are learning that love is love. And ultimately, it's about respect for human rights and respect of your neighbor and respect of everybody. And I have to tell you that, you know, we had that, and one of the things I say to Allison is that we had a hearing here Jesse was there, and we had a public hearing about whether we were going to fly the flag and to hear the input from the community. And we heard a diverse range of opinions, but I have to tell you that, ironically, it was listening to that conversation and understanding how people of LGBTQ that are LGBTQ, how they have felt and how they want inclusion and how they want to be treated with dignity and respect and ultimately love. And that's really what this is about. And it was that in the moment that it made me realize that not only are we going to fly this flag, but I felt it was important for me as the mayor of the city to go out and purchase this flag myself. So that's what we did. And I'm honored to be here to do this. We're going to have you guys help out with the raising of the flag. But before I do this, before we go, Senator, would you like to say a few words?
Well, I just, I want to honor Allison because I think when we think about, I just have to just kind of put it in context with this weekend especially. And, Stonewall started with riots and when people standing up and speaking out. And so, if we put everything into perspective, this is around when people are not getting their needs met, when they feel like they're not being heard, and when you feel like you have to elevate yourself so loudly to be heard. It just shouldn't be that way. And I'm very proud of Federal Way yesterday to see how folks stood together and stood up and stood out, and not negating at all the violence or what happened, but really deeply understanding where that pain comes from, and that we as a community have gone through the same things over the years. So it's in solidarity, I think, today that we raise the flag not only for our brothers and our sisters and our siblings, but when we think about race being really the basis of so much of the disproportionality and the inequity in the world, that it's just so important that we are able to connect those two things together. So you have to stand up and stand out, and you have to speak up and speak out. And sometimes people don't necessarily like what you have to say because it hurts sometimes to hear what the truth is. I think the other piece is, and I'm so thankful for you, Mayor, because we now have a community that perhaps represents all. And that has always been, I think, what we should do and what we've been striving to do.
Very good. Okay, let's have Allison, and then we'll have Representative Johnson. Allison?
Yeah, I think when I sort of went on this journey, I didn't intend on it to become all this. But I will say, I didn't do it for me. Sorry, I can't talk like that. I didn't do this for me. I did this for people who've been in this community forever, like Catherine North and Josh Fike, and so many people who have existed in Federal Way, but live in the shadows of their truth because they are not sure how their community will accept them. And I know this was a journey for you, and I'm super proud of you as the mayor to go from wanting to be fair and equitable to everyone to then realizing that this is part of equity work. And so thank you for honoring what Pride is for myself and for your constituents, and for making the right decision, even though it was a really hard decision. And I'm just really grateful to have made Federal Way my home.
Thank you. Well, the decision got very easy. And Representative Johnson, would you like to say a few words?
Sure, thank you. I'll just be brief. I know that Pride Month means a lot to so many people, and I'm just thankful for Allison's work in this endeavor. And really the mayor, I know the city council kind of put it back on you, and you made a really courageous next step in making this happen, and so I appreciate that. And this is really about one shared humanity, love for everyone, and I just really appreciate our city coming together and standing up for the LGBTQ plus community and everyone that, all the families, all the people in our community and communities around will know that this is a welcome city.
That's right. It really is all about love when you think about it, and accepting our fellow neighbors. Okay, so I do have the proclamation. Allison, could you please hold the flag while I read this? And I need my, so we've got the official here. Proclamation, Pride Month, June 2020. Whereas, let's see if I can do it without my glasses. Whereas,
I could not tell you.
exactly. The city of Federal Way is a welcoming community and is fortunate to have such a diverse population, including citizens who identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, transsexual, queer, questioning, intersex, asexual, allies, pansexual, and whereas the mayor of the city of Federal Way proclaimed Federal Way as a welcoming city in March of 2017 and stated that Federal Way fosters a welcoming environment for all residents and visitors, regardless of race, ethnicity, place of origin, or sexual orientation or identity. And the mayor and the city council recognized that June as Pride Month in 2019 in a historic declaration that was absolutely, great. Whereas Washington State and King County have led the nation in protecting the civil rights of our lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, transsexual, queer, questioning, intersex, asexual, allies, and pansexual neighbors, co-workers, friends, and family members. And whereas in the movement toward equal rights for LGBTQIA people, an historic turning point occurred on June 28, 1969, in Manhattan, New York, a place I have actually visited, which is often cited as beginning the LGBTQ rights movement in the United States. Whereas, while further progress is needed, it is important to recognize and celebrate the substantial gains that have been achieved. And whereas the City of Federal Way recognized the need for the community to work to promote equal rights for all, regardless of sexual orientation or gender identity. Now, therefore, I, the undersigned mayor of the City of Federal Way, hereby proclaim the month of June 2020 as Pride Month, and we will fly the Pride flag at City Hall the entire month. The City of Federal Way affirms its support and acceptance for children, adults, parents, families, and allies within the LGBTQIAP community. Signed this first day of June 2020 by myself. Senator?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here and standing up and being proud. I'm really proud to be part of this community, and I hope you are too.
Thank you. Should we raise this flag? Let's do it. Okay.
Before we do that, can I have everyone who is part of the community come and touch this flag before it goes up, please?
Yeah, come on, you guys.
Taffy.
Hey.
No, come on. There you go.
Okay. If you're comfortable, to go behind the flagpole if you'd like. Which side up?